G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing. Today we're going to be looking at comparing the Alligator strategy versus the RSI2. Show you the benefits of both. They're both very profitable. So again, we're just competing with the various programs that have developed over the past few years, and these have come out on top of the ranking scale. Now there's both pros and cons for both, and I'll cover those shortly. First, don't forget to review the playlists. That's where we store all our indice reviews, the share price reviews, and also the strategies we cover. And today's video will be under the strategies playlist. And that's where you can also find the simple trading strategy, the average down process, and the money management ideas. Again, we're not offering financial advice. It's purely an educational video series to help better your trading. Let's get started. So the Alligator strategy was, the deep dive video was released a couple of sessions ago. That'll be in the link below, so please go to that and look at it in more detail. But very basically, we're looking at the awesome indicator, and again, all these indicators can be found on most software packages with your trading package usually, so just look out for them. And if not, you can always go to Yahoo Finance, and they've got a lot of these built in already. So first off, with the Alligator strategy, for the buy criteria, we're looking at the awesome indicator breaking above zero, the CCI 100 being greater than zero. That red line is the zero line. CCI 100, and that's greater than zero. Also, you can see there that little green line is the alligator teeth, and that red line is the alligator. That's the alligator lips, and that's the alligator teeth is a red line. So the green line must be greater than the red line, and also the close must be greater than the higher fractal. So these grey areas, the high and the lows, they're fractals. So that the close must be higher than the fractal. So once all that criteria is met, then we enter a buy position. And this little indicator here is I've written this to combine and highlight where all those conditions have been met. The awesome indicator greater than zero, the CCI 100 greater than zero, the fractals greater than the higher fractal, and the close greater than higher fractal, and the alligator lips greater than the teeth. That indicates there, but with a buy. So we buy on that point there, and we sell at that point there when the alligator teeth breaks down, the alligator lips breaks down below the teeth. That's when we sell the position. So that's the Alligator strategy. And just to get a bit of insight into the bit more detail, you could always pause this and digest it. That's our entry criteria. So the exit criteria is where the close is less than the alligator teeth, and the minimum gain has been reached over the last 100 bars, multiplied by 0.5. The average down process, where that happens, and again, we look at the close less than the average price. That is the price going against us. Then the entry criteria has been met. So again, the entry criteria is the alligator teeth, lips greater than the teeth, the close is greater than the high fractal, and the CCI 100 is greater than zero. And also want to make sure that the minimum gain drop has been reached. In other words, we don't want to enter too many times. We want to make sure this minimum gain drop has been reached as well. Again, refer to the video released a couple of videos ago, and that's also in the link below. Then we'll look at the RSI2 strategy. This is a very simple trading strategy. This is our RSI2. Again, straight out of the most software packages. You have got the RSI default position is usually RSI 14. We changed that parameter to a 2. So whenever the 2 breaks below the 10 down here and breaks above the 10, we enter a buy position. And again, this indicator has been written to highlight those that entry and exit criteria. So when the RSI2 breaks down below the 10 and then breaks above the 10, it's a buy. And we exit it after the RSI2 breaks above the 90 and then breaks down below. So when it goes up and then breaks down below the 90, we exit the trade. So that's there. You can see there that would have been a sell there. And then there's another position here to buy, and another sell there. That's the RSI2 strategy. Very simple, very simple. Now, comparing the results of both, and I've done this for both the, again, that's the entry, exit, and average down process. So entry is when the RSI2 breaks above 10, exit when the close is greater than the average price and the RSI2 breaks down from 90, and average down when the close is less than the average price and the RSI2 breaks above 10 with no minimum drop. So again, using that as an average down approach. So these are the results. And again, you can trade this with, and I've tested this with some blue chip shares, some indices, and some Forex pairs. And so there's 7 blue chip shares that I've tested, and a lot of those have gone sideways and various positions in the market. They're not all going in a north direction. These are all buy positions, by the way, and both these strategies demonstrated in this testing. And this goes back to the start of 2007 to show the effects of the GFC, but also in 2020 since then for the COVID downturn. So we cover 7 blue chip shares there. We also look at some indices across the world, including Australia, the US, the FTSE, the German market, and China and gold index. And then we look at some Forex pairs, and there's some key major pairs, i.e. the Aussie US, also some US Swiss franc, Euro British pound, and Euro US. So again, some of those have gone sideways, downwards and upwards. So again, various results in terms of chart performance. What I want to highlight here is all 3 tests showed the alligator strategy was more effective. Now, what we measure effectiveness on is this percentage profit over drawdown. Now, the alligator strategy for the blue chip shares on a daily basis, so these are all daily charts, by the way, that brought in 130,000. This is all since 2007. It brought in 130,000 for a drawdown of 13,500, which is a drawdown profit over drawdown of 965%. The blue chip RSI2 strategy brought in 293,000, a lot more in terms of revenue, but also look at the drawdown, 197,000. So it's 149% effectiveness. Still good, but you need deeper pockets in terms of drawdown capabilities. The indices tested, again, that was using straight out shares. The indices tested were using our CFDs, and these are trading 1 contract in every trade. So again, looking at the US market, the Aussie market, the FTSE, the German market, China, and gold. The alligator strategy yielded 73,746 with a drawdown of 36,745. That's 201% profit over drawdown performance. Whereas the RSI2 strategy yielded 460,000. Now that sounds very impressive, but again, you need deep pockets. 281,000 drawdown over all those indices. So a profit over drawdown percentage of 164. So the alligator strategy was still more efficient in terms of performance, albeit lower revenue. Lastly, the Forex. Again, we're looking at the Aussie US, Euro US, Euro British pound, US Swiss franc, I should say, and US Canadian dollar as well. The alligator strategy again came on top in terms of profit over drawdown, 49,700 versus 43,000 drawdown, which is 115%. But again, look at the RSI2 strategy, 402,900 revenue, but it needed a drawdown of 410,939, which is 98%. So again, very impressive revenue, but also very, very deep pockets required if you're going to trade that. And again, remember, these are trading 1 contract each time we enter, average down, and then exit the trades. So overall, the alligator trading strategy performed best in terms of profit over drawdown. That's the key indicator we look at. So just be mindful of that as we perform these back tests. I'll keep an eye on these. I've got some revised strategies coming up in the future videos, and I'll cover those with you in those videos. But if you want to just maybe consider looking at the alligator strategy as a strategy to use. Again, these can work in all different time frames. The similar comparison is made with all different time frames, whether it be hourly, 15-minute, 4-hourly time frames, etc. Anyway, don't forget to review the channel playlist and the strategy playlist. Hit the like button, notification bell for future videos, and we'll see you next time.